A jury has found an Alliance man guilty in the stabbing death of a Box Butte County man. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, a jury of 12 women and men have found George Smith of Alliance guilty in the 2019 stabbing death of Stephen Oliver. The jury received the case on Thursday after hearing 4 days worth of testimony, hearing evidence, and listening to witnesses. Ultimately, they found Smith guilty of charges of intentional manslaughter and use of a deadly weapon to commit a felony after deliberating. The jury found there was not enough evidence to convict Smith on a higher charge of second-degree murder, which would have carried a minimum 20-year prison sentence. The 68-year-old faces anywhere from 1 to 50 years in prison when he is sentenced by District Judge Travis O'Gorman later this year. Well, with the continuing evolution in public health guidance and changes to the state's latest directed health measures, mask usage is becoming optional at both Gering and Scottsbluff public schools. For Scottsbluff, the change is effective immediately, making masks optional when the PPHD risk dial is either in the yellow or green categories. For Gering, May 10th will be the date that the modification takes effect. As per the health measures, students who have been identified as close contacts will be required to wear a mask for a 14-day period following exposure, to socially distance, and monitor twice daily. Now, families may still send their kids to schools in a mask if they so choose, and district officials ask that patrons to maintain their vigilance and be respectful and tolerant of other personal decisions on the issue. Well, coming up after the break, Bill Boyer's in with your weekend weather forecast. He'll have that right after the break here on KNEB.TV News.
At Platte Valley Bank, we realize the way people want to bank in the future may be different than it has been. As comfort levels and desires vary by person, banking may be different for some, yet not for others. We offer the best of both worlds, a traditional banking experience with our friendly tellers and an online or mobile banking option with features that you can personalize and utilize anytime, anywhere you go. So you can bank how you want, when you want, and from where you want to. Platte Valley Bank.
If you're like me, you're willing to travel for a good steak and a great dining experience. Bobby Joe's Branding Iron in downtown Bayard has just that. Some of the Panhandle's tastiest flat iron steaks, ribeyes, and even prime rib. Pair that with a Western dining experience in our quiet dining room or fun-filled main dining area, you and your family are sure to have a great night out on the town. So if you're looking for a great new restaurant to try, you just gotta head on over to Bobby Joe's Branding Iron in Bayard, open Tuesday through Sunday for lunch and dinner.
Logos in Gering is the place to get all of your school spirit gear, personalized gifts, and promotional items for your business and employees, and banners for any special event. Logos is also the only place to stop for custom screen printing or embroidery. You can even design it yourself on their interactive website. Stop into Logos today. They'll design it, print it, and have it to you in no time. There's no job too big or small for Logos. That's Logos in Gering.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Well, as we look across the area, overcast skies tonight, cloudy, and we're going to turn partly cloudy as we get towards the early morning hours tomorrow, only to cloud back up again and turn a little breezy tomorrow as well, as we've got some changes coming. Windy and cooler conditions start tomorrow. Will be even cooler for Mother's Day with some rain developing late Sunday. That'll mix with some snow, and as we say here, some decent amounts of snow and rain look possible with this system. Yesterday, 73 was our high, down to 34 this morning for a low. Nothing additional in the rain gauge. We're going to add to that, though, next week, Sunday night through Monday and even into Tuesday. Beautiful weather out there right now. Temperatures mainly in the 70s for most of us. Some upper 60s in the high country, 66 in Cheyenne. Otherwise, 70s all across the region. Winds are about 15 to 20 at times. We've had some gustier breezes, and we'll see some breezes around this evening. A few showers around the area and even some thunderstorm activity. And we do have a marginal risk of severe storms here in the area as we go through the evening hours. Not going to see many storms, but if we do, they could pose a slight risk of some severe weather. Better chances of severe weather tomorrow, but those shift to our south and east. Futurecast for tonight, just an isolated shower or storm around. That is it. Not going to be very many. Most of us won't see any of those tonight. Otherwise, partly to mostly cloudy skies, breezy at times. Lows fall down into the upper 40s, maybe even not below 50 in a couple locations. For tomorrow, we have cloudy skies to start the day, and we're going to remain pretty cloudy here across the area. We do bring in an isolated late-day shower or storm around again. Not going to see a lot of them, but a couple certainly possible. And we're going to deal with those off and on tomorrow as well before better rain chances come late Sunday into Monday. Highs tomorrow cooler by about 10 to 15 degrees from where we were today. Only 60s to near 70 out there. And we do have a little bit of light precip coming over the course of the next couple of days. We'll start with the next 36 hours. You can see everything over the next 36 hours is going to be pretty light. A few hundredths to maybe up to a quarter of an inch in some areas. And we don't have any snow coming really over the next 36 hours, but that's going to change going forward. Let's take a look at the longer range look here. This is the European model. We showed you this yesterday. It's showing decent amounts of rain now in total precip south of the North Platte River Valley into northeastern Colorado. That is where we expect the best chances of seeing some heavier precip. The American model, the GFS, not much different. Again, focusing in the areas in the southern portion of the region for some of that heavier precip. Now, unfortunately, it does look like some of this is going to fall in the form of snow. As you could see, the European model showing some of that snow possibly accumulating, especially the high country to the west of Cheyenne, where the European or the American model is showing more of that snow accumulating even into southern portions of the Nebraska Panhandle. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. It'll be a wet snow if we do see it at times, and may not accumulate in all areas, but it looks like decent moisture chances are coming. Breezy, partly cloudy skies this evening. A stray shower or storm possible. We'll get down to 51 for a low. Tomorrow, it's going to be mostly cloudy, windy, and cooler. Another stray shower or storm out there. Winds 20 to 30, gusts over 40 at times tomorrow. It looks like some showers arrive late Mother's Day on Sunday. Most of Sunday is just going to be cool. Temps only near 60. Then as we look at Monday, Tuesday, we'll call it rain and snow now. Snow would primarily, I think, be in the overnight hours into the early morning hours, with rain more during the portions of the day. But again, we could see enough to see some accumulating snow showers. Definitely see some accumulating rain on the way. And then we see temps rebound by Wednesday into the mid-60s and then upper 70s for Thursday and Friday. So a very active 7-day forecast, especially the middle portion of it here, as we're going to see rain and snow showers develop and conditions much cooler, especially late Sunday into Monday and Tuesday.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
We have all learned lately that our homes are our sanctuaries. And at Renewal by Andersen, many people invest in our windows to keep out the bitter cold. But they're often thrilled when it's blazing hot outside, and their Renewal by Andersen windows are keeping their homes so cool, with much lower utility bills. Renewal by Andersen windows make life at home so much more comfortable, whether it's 10 degrees below zero or 100. We can't control outside, but we sure can inside. Invest in your home now with Renewal by Andersen. You'll be glad you did.
Welcome to Kelly's, home of the Valley's best selection of wine, spirits, and beer. Whether you're brand loyal to the tried and true brew or really enjoy trying something different and new, Kelly's has something for everyone. Family owned and operated, and right on your way on West 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Kelly's Liquor. If you can't find it at Kelly's, it's not worth drinking.
Welcome back. The mayors of Scottsbluff, Gering, and Terrytown are marking the National Day of Prayer on Thursday with an early morning breakfast at the Gering Civic Center. Pastor Scott Mathis noted that at one time in his life, he was very much anti-Christian. Mathis says even now, it is awkward at times to be an American Christian, and it's time to set aside interchurch squabbling.
In a woke cancel culture, we are going to, if you are a Christian and are here today, you and I are facing increasing persecution. There's a part of me that wants to see a revival in our nation, but there's also a recognition that God might, in His sovereignty, allow you and I to be persecuted in such a way to purify us as His people.
In addition to the keynote address, entertainment was provided by Summit Christian College. The marking of a National Day of Prayer started back in 1952 with a proclamation by then-President Harry Truman. Well, Nebraska lawmakers have given initial approval to watered-down coronavirus protections for meatpacking workers, but the measure faces opposition even though many plants are already following the proposed requirements. Senators on Thursday advanced the bill through the first of 3 required votes, but not with enough votes to override a veto if Governor Pete Ricketts objects. A similar measure stalled in the legislature last year, and the new bill eliminates a 6-foot separation requirement for line workers as well as tougher ventilation standards, but it would still mandate masks, paid leave for workers who test positive, and the opportunity to get tested on company time. And as the school year winds down, many students are looking forward to their summer vacation, but many are planning on their next chapter in life after their upcoming graduation. KNEB.TV will be going live on Saturday at 10 a.m. and streaming the Western Nebraska Community College commencement ceremony, followed by a 1 p.m. stream of the WNCC nurse pinning ceremony. The following weekend, we'll be broadcasting Gering High School's graduation on Saturday and Scottsbluff High School's graduation on Sunday. Well, straight ahead, your Friday 5 and your weekend community calendar. KNEB.TV News will be back right after this. Who is Hydrotex? Hydrotex manufactures and distributes over 300 different high-performance lubricants, including fuel conditioners, hydraulic and transmission fluid, and more. We've been helping customers improve their operations for more than 80 years with products made in the USA. We sell directly to customers and can even deliver right to your door to offer excellent service and value. Our products are made to exceedingly extend drain and grease intervals to reduce maintenance and labor costs to improve the budget. Whether you're in a factory, farm fleet, or like to go fast, Hydrotex is here to help. Visit your local Hydrotex dealer in person or online today.
and old. You've walked the rows of life, a fence length of time. You fought the floods, snow, and sweltering heat, and lifted breathing and settled pain. With a smile and a cry, you've strengthened your community and future generations. Sometimes with nothing to say. Often can't say enough. Like, let me do it again.
The 5 stages of realizing how awesome ethanol is. Step 1, going to the gas station for standard E10 because your fuel tank is basically empty. Oops. Step 2, realizing you can fuel up with E15 because you have a car that is 2001 or newer. Step 3, getting excited because you saved 15 cents per gallon at the pump. Now you have money for snacks. And we all know you love snacks. Oink oink. Step 4, getting back to your car with your snacks and seeing your friend fueling up with E85. Because she has a flex fuel vehicle, you know she's saving even more money with E85. so she'll probably want to go celebrate. Step 5. Traveling near and far to find the best burger joint because you saved money with higher blends of ethanol. After all, more ethanol means more distillers, which means more Nebraska corn-fed beef. And cleaner air. And a happy earth. Happy Renewable Fuels Month. Learn more about ethanol at fueledbynebraska.com.
Hey there! Thanks so much for watching Friday 5. As always, it's brought to you by our friends at the Nebraska Corn Board.
So now the Nebraska Corn Board wants to give you a chance to go fuel up your car with ethanol and hit the roads.
That's right, they're giving away 2 $50 gift cards to fill up your vehicle with an ethanol blend.
All you need to do is drop the name of your favorite road trip buddy and you are entered to win.
Let's go!
This is Mike. Mike likes his car. Mike likes to save money. And Mike likes to breathe. So Mike fills up with E15 with 15% American ethanol. The clean octane in E15 gives Mike the performance he wants from his engine and the clean air he wants for his family. Better yet, E15 costs less at the pump. Higher octane, cleaner air, lower cost. E15 sure gives Mike a lot to like. Discover E15 with American ethanol.
In boots, new and old, you've walked the rows of life, a fence length of time. You fought the floods, snow, and sweltering heat, and lifted breathing and settled pain. With a smile and a cry, you've strengthened your community and future generations. Sometimes with nothing to say. Often can't say enough. Like, let me do it again.
New looks and new decor can be found at Compliments for You and Your Home. Check out the newest styles from Tribal, Charlie B, Ethel, and more. Compliments also has the shoes, purses, and jewelry for any occasion. Plus, right now, get 20% off all clearance apparel. While here, take a look at our solar lights and felt birdhouses. Finally, visit our newest addition, Katie Chandler and her salon. All this at Compliments for You and Your Home, 1708 Broadway, downtown Scottsbluff.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a peek at what's happening on your weekend community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want you to plan for tomorrow while you enjoy today. With our personalized trust and estate planning services, our trust services can help you do just that. When it comes to estate planning, you should seek professional help. And when you do, you should have confidence in the financial institution you choose to handle your trust. At Platte Valley Bank, we pride ourselves in keeping our trust operations local and serving our friends and neighbors. We offer a highly personalized, full line of personal trust and estate planning. Give us a call today and see how our trust services can help you.
And finally tonight, the annual Cinco de Mayo Parade and festivities will be tomorrow at the Guadalupe Center in Scottsbluff. The cultural event was put on hold last year with the pandemic, but since October, the group has been planning.
Not knowing where the needle was going to go and hoping and praying that it would go down lower, but we were already getting vendors and talking to people for the parade. The parade committee was getting organized with their lineup, and also getting out the scholarship information to students that would want to run for Cinco de Mayo King and Queen, and also preparing for my royalty pageant for my Tiny Tots. So it was a process in the making, but I had a lot of support and good community support also.
The scholarship pageant will choose a Cinco de Mayo King and Queen today at the Guadalupe Center, and each will receive a $500 award to put towards their college education. Many of the seniors in Shockley's Los Guadalupanos dance group will be competing for the scholarship and the crown. One of those dancers, Jacqueline Lara Patino, who's a senior, became interested in the group when she was helping out with a dinner at the Guadalupe Center.
At first, it was very difficult to learn the steps because I wasn't really sure what I was doing, because it was a lot of footwork. And then being upstage in front of people, it's really helped with my anxiety, and it's been a challenge that I've overcome over the years. And it's really helped me, but that's been the biggest challenge up there.
Cinco de Mayo festivities begin on Saturday, May 8th, with the Grand Marshal presentation and parade down East Overland, with the lineup at 9 and the parade at 10, followed by food and entertainment at the Guadalupe Center. Admission is free, and there will be food vendors, informational booths, and a silent auction to benefit the scholarship fund. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great weekend. Stay safe out there. We'll see you back here on Monday.